Okay. All right. Welcome to our live, everybody. We are going to be looking at some stuff today that we've not even seen ourselves. We thought we'd wait to do a live to go through it with you guys. There's going to be a lot of stuff that, you probably have never known before. We haven't known before. And we're going to finish up with a video as well that we're going to be responding to and talking about as well. So let me know when you enter the live. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and we're just going to wait for a few people to come into the room before we start doing what we are going to be doing today. So I'm just going to share this live, and I'll pass you to Steve for a moment.
Okay, everyone. Yeah, so anyone coming in, please make sure that you double tap the screen. Please make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell notifications, because we do these lives, but we also go on location and do lives outside slaughterhouses. When we go live, the first 10 to 15 minutes of interaction is vital for pushing the success of the live. So make sure that you have that bell notification on so that when you see us come up, you can come on and put in them comments and stuff to push it. Now, I'm going to push you back to Mel because the chat isn't coming up in here and I need to focus on that. So if you could take over for 1 second until I get this chat up on this.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, when we first saw what happens to the animals, we did not realize we have to become tech people as well. So, bear with us whilst we sort the chat room out. But yeah, so when you come into the room, let me know you are here. I'm going to get the chat up on my phone so I can know.
Yeah. Do you want to put a pin comment in the top as well so that we know the comments are in there?
Yeah.
Cool. This should be working all right, guys. Let me just move that like that.
There you go. Just put in. Welcome to our live in the chat. Cool. Yeah, it's up.
Cool. Okay, guys. So you may have to use your phone for chats on there. We're just going to have to get going and hope that this catches up as we do it. All right.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's a bit on a lag, that is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit laggy. That's fine because we can get started with what we're doing. You guys are going to be seeing it anyway at the same time as we are. So today we are collabing with Animal Aid. Now, Animal Aid have done something really exciting, and we're going to go through it. We're going to view this for the first time together. And at the end of this live, we're also going to watch one of our videos back from the ABP slaughterhouse that we visited in Guildford. So let me share this screen with you and show you Animal Aid's.
Yeah, they've done something really, really cool, which we're really excited to share with you. And I'm going to do a video as well on Instagram and like YouTube shorts on it too. So other activists know about this thing because it's really, really cool. Awesome. We got a few more people in the room. Please say hi when you enter the room. Let us know where you're from. That would be, nice to know who's in the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're going to go with the first investigation. Is this the first one here?
No, so what we're doing, right, how cool is this? On Animal Aid's website, under their investigations tab, which you find going through the campaigns and investigations, you go down to the bottom here, and we have now got this map of Animal Aid's investigations. So if we read just the clip for it here, thanks to your support, we've been able to conduct investigations across England, shedding light on the lived experience of animals. This page will be updated as we continue fighting for animal freedom. Now, you click on this, check this out. How good is this?
This is really cool.
We now have an interactive map. So this is all of the UK at the moment. See there, you can just zoom in. This interactive map will show us not only farms or other places that have been investigated, but slaughterhouses. Now, anyone who follows our live streams, you know that slaughterhouses is a target of ours. We go there often, we live stream from there, and we try and expose them as much as we can.
Yeah, so this is really, really interesting for anyone who does that as well, for us and any other activists, because we will show you that basically Animal Aid have created this map where you can push on the red. Is that the red with the axe?
Yeah.
That means that's a slaughterhouse location that has been investigated. So if we push on it.
Well, we're going to go through one at a time. First of all, I just want to make sure that our chat room is all good. Can you guys just let us know if the audio is good, if the screen is good, if the stream is strong? How are we looking in there, guys? Anyone in the chat room? There should be 9 of you in there. Please also double tap and like this live, like the stream. How is the audio? How is the video? Before we go into the actual interactive map, I just want to make sure that we're working right.
Yes, we're working right. Cool. No, cool. Okay.
That should be there. Let me just transition out of this. Sorry about this, guys. Just double check. And that's in there. Right, okay. That should be fine.
Okay. Also, for anyone else who hasn't seen our channel before, tomorrow we have got a big event on that is happening around the world. It will be Project Livestream number 8. We have got people outside slaughterhouses across the world. We've got more countries involved this time as well, which is amazing. To put pressure on the industries that exploit animals, the farmers, the truck drivers, and reaching the public who just don't know any better yet. So
Taiwan
please.
Animal Protection, yes.
Oh, awesome.
Amazing.
Hey, John, how are you?
Thanks for being here. Thanks for the comment. Right, good, guys. I think our comments are up. Comments are live. We're good.
Right,
so what you've got on your screen is from Animal AIDS Investigation Map. Now, like what Mel said, these are all color-coded. You have got this section in the top left-hand corner. You can click on this section here. And if I move... Oh, you can't see it on that screen. That gives you a list of all of these dots here. But we're going to go through. Now, we're going to go through today every single one of Animal AIDS investigations on slaughterhouses. We're going to look at them for the first time together. We're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss it because we've never
it's first time
discussed
we've
this
seen
on
it too, yeah, which is really cool. I'm actually really excited about this, and I'm really excited that this is a really cool tool for other activists as well to use.
Yeah.
At the moment, this is just the UK one, but yeah, I think this will be more and more and more in the future.
But we want to encourage activists to use this because if any of these are near you or if they are any locations that you can travel to, then you can use this map to not only go there and travel to these places and have a look for yourself, live stream, capture the images, but you can go there armed with a little bit of knowledge because the investigations have been done. When you turn up to these places, by having a little bit of background knowledge, you'll see applies a lot more pressure. And when we go through our Guildford video at the end, you'll see that as well.
Yeah. Hello to Farhang on
Hey.
Hey, thanks for being on our live.
Thanks for being in here and liking.
Please say hi if you're in the live stream chat. And yeah, we're going to show you the first location now.
Okay, so this first location, let's get the investigation up here. Oh, this is on a YouTube. Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
We might not be able to do the graphic.
So, before we play this, so what we've just done is pushed on a location, and then on the screen to the left comes up with the investigation at the location. So if you go to this place, you can have the information of the investigations that happened at this particular place.
Yeah. So this here looks like broiler chickens. So let me just make sure that our volume is up for the stream. Okay, guys. Animal AIDS first investigation that we're going to be looking at. Let's have a look at it. First time we're all going to be viewing this together. If the footage gets too graphic, we may have to stop it just to
or skip past certain parts to keep in line with YouTube's guidelines.
Let's have a look.
Let's get some hearts in as well for the animals. Green hearts for the animals in the comment sections.
850 million chickens killed. Yeah. We've been in these sheds ourselves too.
These sheds can house up to 50,000 birds for their whole life.
50,000.
Selectively bred to grow abnormally fast, most broiler chickens will be killed at just 6 weeks old. Such rapid growth puts a huge strain on the chicken skeletons, which often makes it difficult for them to walk.
Yeah.
We've seen this firsthand.
Yeah, we've seen this firsthand. These chickens' legs, look, they're so heavy. Their bones aren't developed. They're struggling to stand or hold their own body weight. Often when this happens, they end up just laying in their own feces. They get chemical burns. die from heart failure, organ failure, all sorts.
Yeah, if they can't walk, they can't get to the food and water. They die on the floor of these farms.
Torture process, so on. Yeah, absolutely.
It really is. Under these conditions, many chickens die from a range of diseases and...
Yeah, this is really typical, guys, inside of these broiler hen sheds. They have these chickens dead on the floor. Whenever we've investigated them, there's also just dead bins where they just pick them up, throw them in the bin every day. It's a daily occurrence. It's really common.
Yeah, if they do that every day. I mean, when we went in, there was a chicken who you could see was there maybe for a week.
Yeah. Yeah. Really sad. When you go in these places, you can't breathe. It's horrible. There you go. Perfect example of what Mel was just saying. That isn't the case of that individual being left there overnight. They've been there for a long time.
These are just 42-day-old babies, by the way, for anybody watching who doesn't know what this is. This is where the majority of the meat chickens are bred and born into. These individuals will be around 6 weeks old, and then they get taken to a gas chamber.
Now this is classed as free range. They're not in cages. Free range, broiler hens, meat chickens.
That's about the age of tiny.
Yeah.
Yellow head still.
Eric's our first trigger troll in here saying chicken nuggets.
Eric, instead of saying chicken nuggets, why don't you ask questions? Because it's very easy to say silly comments, but ask questions. Look, we're just trying to defend animals, and we're going to be speaking to people who are compassionate, who just don't know what happens yet. So these are investigations. So Eric, this is something that you probably have never seen before, unless you are part of the industry, and you are just triggered that we're showing the public, because the industry really don't want the public to see. But we don't care what the industry wants. We only care about what the animals want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Straight away, Eric, I've worked at a farm. Yeah, so you're part of the industry. Hi,
Hi,
Jason. Thank you for
Welcome
being here.
Thanks for being here. Yeah.
So, next location. So what we're doing today, guys, is showing everybody a really cool tool for activists. This is just the UK right now, but Animal Aid have created a map where they have put any investigation they have done on the map. So the red ones that you can see on the screen are slaughterhouse locations. So you can go to this site on animalaid.org.uk, push on this, find a location near you, and then once you push on the red or any of them, it will show you the investigations that have been done at this facility. So it's something that you can use when you go to these locations to apply pressure even further onto these places.
Yeah, like Mel just said, the red ones are slaughterhouses, the yellow ones are farms, and the green ones are like shoots, like pheasant game shoots. Yeah, game.
It's horrible.
Game doesn't sound right.
Nah,
game sounds like a fun game.
It's hunting, isn't it?
I don't see the fun in shooting someone. Okay, guys. So that was our first investigation there. Now that first investigation at the top there. Well, where are we? The one where we just looked at.
That was obviously a farm you pushed.
That was a farm.
Yeah.
Okay, let me zoom in a bit more and I'll get the right one.
Yeah, we're going to show you all the slaughterhouses. So on the screen you can't see, but on the left-hand side of our screen it comes up with the expose. So here we go. Oh my gosh, look, that worker with his fist up to that sheep.
Wow. Okay, so this is a Yorkshire slaughterhouse that has been exposed here by Animal Aid. We're going to read through this together, and if there are any images, we'll have a look and take a look together as well. Animal
Liberationists have just put, we need this worldwide. Yeah, we really do.
Yeah.
For anyone who's done investigations, it needs to be on the map so all of us activists can know, and then we have more tools and pressure that can be applied.
Eric, who's put, what's the alternative to animal protein? Why haven't alternatives been implemented yet? What rock have you been living under? Like, there are abundance of plant proteins available. If you don't want like mock meats, you just get like legumes, lentils, like chickpeas, beans, like.
And also, like, protein only it's only made by plants. So you're getting protein from someone else's body secondhand because they've eaten the plant first of all to get the protein. So remove the sentient being that is being killed and stabbed in the throat. Just eat plants. It's so easy. They're everywhere. Tofu has everything you need in it, where protein-wise. All plants have protein in.
Yeah, Eric, the demand for animal protein is still there, but when people see what we're about to show them, that demand will cease rapidly. If you have compassion or if you have empathy in your heart, when you see this injustice, you stop immediately, right? And this is when the demand stops. If the demand stops, then the supply chain will have to stop. It will force to be stopped.
It's literally as simple as that. Eric, what farm did you work in?
So look, guys, here we go. First one here. This is a Yorkshire slaughterhouse. Hidden cameras captured horrific footage of religious slaughter without pre-stunning. Animal aids cameras revealed sheep being kicked in the face, smashed into the solid objects headfirst, picked up and hurled by legs, fleeces, throats and ears. A worker standing on the neck of a conscious sheep, then bouncing up and down. The slaughterhouse workers erupting into laughter at a sheep bleeding to death with spectacles drawn around her eyes in green paint. A worker holding a sheep by her throat and pulling back a fist as if to punch her, which obviously must be this image at the top here.
That's evil.
Slaughtermen taunting and frightening the sheep by waving knives, smacking them on the head and shouting at them. Over 3 days, national campaigning organisation Animal Aid, which opposes animal farming and slaughter, filmed covertly inside Bowood Yorkshire Lamb Slaughterhouse in Thirsk, North Yorkshire. With fly-on-the-wall cameras, Animal Aid captured the horrifying yet routine abuse and taunting of thousands of sheep and the shambolic setup that says the group guarantees animals will suffer.
Blimey. I have no words. How monstrous. How monstrous. Like, we've got Eric here saying, oh, the animals treated with respect to the farm. Yeah, Eric, you first of all obviously are lying because I've never seen that ever. Every single investigation done ever has revealed horrific things. The fact that people are seeing as animals as a use and a resource is the problem here. Now, even if the animals that you farmed had a great life, they end up in a slaughterhouse. Now, we have David, the 40-year-old vegan, who was a slaughterhouse inspector in Canada, which is where you're saying you worked, and the things he witnessed are unbearable to listen to. Every single animal gets stabbed in the throat. How do you do that nicely? Don't you come on here and say, we respect animals when you don't.
Yeah. We're going to have a look here at the outcome. The outcome of that investigation. So, since the investigation took place by Animal Aid, mandatory CCTV is legally required in all English slaughterhouses, and the measure is due to pass secondary legislation for Scotland in 2021. The outcome: within 8 months of revealing the cruelty and law-breaking at Bowood, the company ceased trading and went into administration in March 2016. We learned that the two former owners of the slaughterhouses were charged with animal cruelty offences, together with 3 slaughtermen who worked at that abattoir. Following preliminary hearings, the first in April 2016, a district judge ruled on 9th of September 2026 that the Bowood slaughterhouse case had run out of time. The court was told that there was a delay of almost a year between the Food Standards Agency, or otherwise known as the FSA, receiving the footage filmed by Animal Aid and submitting this to the Crown Prosecution Service. The Crown Prosecution Service is expected to appeal the decision. There was an update in 2018 on the 2nd of March where we finally reached the outcome of a long-running Bowood slaughterhouse case. 3 slaughtermen and 1 former company director were sentenced at Leeds Magistrate Court after pleading guilty to animal cruelty offences. 3 defendants received suspended prison sentences between 16 and 20 weeks, and all were ordered to pay costs. We are extremely disappointed with this outcome, which does not reflect the severity of the abuse uncovered at Bowood. This involved horrendous incidents of cruelty meted out to defenceless animals.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough. For one, like, working in a slaughterhouse should be illegal. slaughterhouses shouldn't exist. Now, these people have broken the law and they have got off really lightly. Like, that is so wrong. So wrong. If this was a human, they'd be in prison for life for what they've done. And they've got off. It's awful. Thanks, Owen, for being here.
Hey, guys. Thanks for
Hi,
being
Alicia.
in here. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in to defend the animals in
Hi
the
from
chat.
the Philippines. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Today's live stream, we are going through animal aids investigation and showing activists their amazing new interactive map. First of all, here, so you can see these images on your screen. This is where the worker is roughly handling a sheep.
Worker pulls back fist as if to punch the sheep. Worker roughly handles the sheep. Worker roughly handles the sheep. Worker shaken sheep by her fleece. Worker shaken sheep by her fleece again. Worker shaken sheep by her fleece. Worker knees sheep so her head is crushed against the side. Worker grabs sheep by the throat. Worker throws sheep by her fleece. Worker throws sheep. Worker throwing a sheep onto the conveyor. Worker throwing a sheep onto the conveyor again. Worker again and again.
Just throwing.
Worker grabs sheep's legs. Holds up sheep by her back legs.
Wow, look at that middle image there,
by
guys.
her ears.
They're picking her up by her ears. Now, if anyone has ever seen sheep being slaughtered, this blue thing in the background, imagine the letter V, okay? And what they do is they throw them in, and their feet dangle down at the bottom, and then their sides wedge in either side of that letter V. So then they're completely exposed. They can't run. They can't move away. And they lift their head back, and they slice their throat open.
We've got user JN7. Disgusting treating animals like this, but I do agree they are food. No, they are not. If you don't like how these animals are treated, that's a good thing because it shows that you have compassion for the animals. Now, why don't you like the way they're being treated? Let me ask you that. Because every single animal inside these farms and slaughterhouses, they all end up being stabbed in the throat.
Yeah. Animals are not food. Animals are no more food than you are, than dogs and cats are.
Yeah. And this happens all the time, by the way, these kind of investigations. Like, it's not just a one-off. This is all the time. The moment cameras go inside these places, these are the kind of stuff what happens.
You can see here that the image in the middle, that sheep has a green spectacles painted on them, and the slaughterman is taunting the sheep there on the right.
Yeah. Maisie just put, if they are food, then we are. I completely agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, living a life of hell. Yeah, thank you guys for being in here. So the reason we're doing this is we're showing activists another tool that can be used, which is amazing, to put pressure on these slaughterhouses themselves.
Wow, look at this. 86.2% of sheep were given less than 20 seconds after they had their throat slashed open before they started cutting them up into pieces.
Which is a welfare standard that they have to obey by. Now, we obviously are not here about welfare, but we're just stating the facts of what actually happens in these places. Welfare laws mean nothing to the animals, literally nothing. There is no welfare when you are stabbing somebody in the throat and seeing them as a use for you.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, we're going to go back to our interactive map now. Now, the next one we're going to click on here is, this is Riley Bros. This is an investigation done by animal aiders. Again, we're clicking on here.
One sec, there's just been a comment. User JN, the person who was against the treatment but thinks animals are still food. I just want to say, by the way, thank you for being here. We are not here to judge anybody. We're just here to defend the animals and show people the truth that's hidden from you. You put, I'd love it if everyone could be vegetarian. Before I move on, we're not advocating for vegetarian. That's a diet where you don't eat animals. But being vegan is what we advocate for as the baseline. That's someone who doesn't pay anyone else to oppress animals on your behalf. So it's like a moral stance. You know, like how you would be against racism. We're against speciesism, so we shouldn't oppress others. But sadly, it's not possible unless we stop breeding ourselves. Actually, you can go vegan right now. And when the majority of people go vegan, the industry's collapse is literally in your hands. You have the power to remove yourself from the industry. yeah, it's really easy. It's really simple.
No injustice lasts forever. Hello, what are we doing today? We are going
Hey.
through animal aids investigations. We're only on the second one. You've caught us in time. And then we're going to look at one of our last videos outside of a slaughterhouse where we live streamed. We're on the second investigation here. And this one here was done back in 2017 in March. And Animal Aid placed secret cameras at Malik Food Group Slaughterhouse in Burnley, Lancashire. Now, that V-shaped machine that I was speaking about just a minute ago, you can see it sort of in the background, but you can see it here now. You see on the right-hand side, as the sheep are thrown in, they have no hope. Their legs dangle in between this little gap here, and they're forced forward towards the knife.
Sheep are like angels. They are the sweetest, angelic, beautiful beings ever. They're so harmless, and they just want love. And I feel so sad when I witness these angels around these kind of people. It makes me so sad. I just wish I could defend every single animal.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, so this is the Malik Food Group Slaughterhouse in Burnley. Now, Animal Aid's report here. The shocking treatment would no doubt have compounded the animals' suffering at this most vulnerable point. Below are some of the incidents that Animal Aid uncovered. On 3 occasions at this location, a stockman was caught on camera deliberately picking sheep up by their fleeces and physically throwing the animals, in addition to roughly handling others. Many of the sheep were not killed with a single clean cut, but had their throats hacked at repeatedly. Sheep were moved unlawfully before they had sufficient time to lose consciousness. A slaughterman warned his colleagues when the vet was approaching on multiple occasions, which suggests that they were clearly aware that their behaviour was unacceptable. Now, Malik Food Group was the 12th slaughterhouse in which Animal Aid filmed undercover since January 2009. The case has taken a frustratingly long time to come to court, and Animal Aid are hugely disappointed with the sentencing, which consisted of a mixture of fines, 1 suspended sentence, and community service. Perhaps worst of all, we were horrified to learn that none of the workers had been banned from working with animals. We hope that the new sentencing bill currently passing through Parliament will provide opportunities in the future for greater justice.
So they put our statement on the result. While it is positive that this long-running case has finally concluded, we certainly do not feel that justice has been adequately served. These lenient sentences is in no way reflects the gravity of the terrible suffering that was inflicted on gentle animals at the most vulnerable time of their short lives. It's important to emphasise that the shocking scenes we filmed at this slaughterhouse were by no means unique. So that's what I mean by saying, like, this isn't a one-off thing. We have filmed inside 15 slaughterhouses and found law-breaking in almost every case. Incidents filmed at other slaughterhouses include animals being beaten, kicked, and even burnt with cigarettes. But even when the law is followed to the letter, slaughter can never be cruelty-free. Slaughterhouses are merciless places where animals' lives are brutally taken from them. We would urge anyone who is shocked by this case to try a cruelty-free. So we obviously advocate for veganism, but going vegan is the single best thing we can do to help the animals, and more people are embracing this.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
This compassionate way of life.
Yeah.
It really is the baseline. Just don't pay those people to oppress animals for you. It really is the baseline. And like we said, we are not here judging you because it's not your fault that you don't know. But please ask questions. Don't just put like silly comments like, oh, I love bacon or whatever. Just ask questions. We've got loads of amazing activists in the chat who will also respond to you if we don't see your comments.
Okay, guys, let's have a look at the third one here. So this is Bramall and Son.
It's always and son, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they indoctrinate their children to do this, because people in the public, like the general public, wouldn't want to do this. That's so heartbreaking. Look, the cow there and the little baby behind.
Yeah, trying to escape. Let's have a little. Okay, so we got some videos on this one. Okay, so nightmarish scenes.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for being here, Alex.
Hey,
and
Alex.
Axel, hey, thanks for being
Axel.
here.
Guys, anyone just joining this live stream, we are going through Animal Aid's new interactive map. We are going to be specifically looking at Animal Aid's investigations on slaughterhouses, as it is a subject close to our hearts with our live streams as well. These investigations have all been carried out by Animal Aid, and we're going to go through each one of them together. Now, we started to go through these the other day, and we thought, nope, let's go through them together live, and then we can respond.
Yeah, because
live
we've not seen a lot of these investigations and stuff. Obviously, we know a lot of stuff that goes on in these slaughterhouses, but I'm sure there's stuff we don't know as well. But that image is powerful. Look how the animals are trying to escape, and the cow behind looks really small and is looking up like, what's going on? They look so vulnerable, vulnerable.
And maybe just out of shot. We're going to go through the video of this one.
Yeah.
Guys, Animal Aid secretly shot this footage inside South Yorkshire slaughterhouse and has reignited a row over animal cruelty in the latest of a series of undercover investigations showing widespread law breaking in UK slaughterhouses.
Hi, Matthew.
Now, this was published January 2017. In this latest investigation, leading animal protection organisation Animal Aid placed hidden cameras in the stunning quarters of N. Bramall and Sons near Sheffield over 4 days. Now, guys, these cameras haven't been in there for 4 months, not been in there for 4 years. We're talking this was captured over 4 days. Now, a lot of these as well, they're just, we can't say too much about investigations, but they're randomised, right? They just pick them. Whenever we've done investigations, they're randomised. We choose a farm, we choose a place, we randomly go there and check it out. Now, these cameras were only in there for 4 days. That was mid-October. On its online shop, Eat Great Meat, the company tells customers that animals have been reared in an ethical and traditional manner, which is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, because that makes
statement.
It right. Customers would no doubt expect slaughter to be humane too, if there is such a thing. I don't believe there is. No. Covert footage obtained from the premises shows nightmarish scenes faced by animals on death row. In one clip, a severely distressed water buffalo fights for his life by desperately attempting to jump out of a restraint box after witnessing other animals being slaughtered. Fearful sheep are documented running in circles to evade being stunned, and in other incidents, slaughtermen are seen laughing as animals are twitching on the floor, having just been shot. At one point, the udder of a spent dairy cow explodes. On 2 occasions, already dead cows are brought into slaughterhouses on a forklift truck. Their bodies were butchered and entered the food chain. Ooh, that's... Yeah, no.
It's horrendous. It's horrendous. This humane word, do not believe it. They're making up a fairy tale and they're selling you a lie. Don't believe it. They're trying to mug you off and fool you with saying things like humane, ethical, traditional, respectful, all that kind of crap. That means nothing. It's not real. It's just words to make you feel better. It is not the reality for the animals. I would be begging for my life inside these places, and you will witness these animals doing the same, trying to escape because they know what is happening.
Okay, guys, we're going to watch this together. This is a 7-minute video. We'll watch it together for the first time. And let's put your comments in what you think of this. Let us know if this is the first time you're seeing this kind of stuff. Wow, look at this. Oh, this is a knockbox that these cows are being forced into. It's just had the back of that coming down on there. They're so fearful when they go in. You see them prodding now, you've got 2 have gone in. Look at the blood to the right now. Look, these cows can see the other cows to the right who have already been slaughtered. So this knockbox is designed to basically restrain these cows. If you've ever been around cows, cows are very strong animals. Very strong animals. They restrain them in them knockboxes so that the slaughterman doesn't get injured. This is not... we don't believe in welfare in these places. How can you have welfare? How does welfare fit into what you're seeing on the screen right now? It doesn't. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I hate these places.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Whoever just said, why are you watching this because you love watching it, are you joking?
No. We're watching this.
Worst thing ever.
this isn't easy for us to watch too, guys, and all the other vegans in the chat. We appreciate that. This is not easy for you to watch. This is why we defend animals with absolutely every ounce of energy we have in our bodies. What you're seeing right now is an undercover investigation done by Animal Aid. Brave activists. Brave activists. Now, anyone who's not vegan, I want you to watch this and then question why it takes brave activists like the investigators at Animal Aid to go and reveal this footage. Why is this footage not transparent? Why did the consumer never see this?
I just also want to say, when good people witness this, they change immediately.
This individual, look, fighting for their life. Can you imagine the fear that they must have going through them right now? Mark saying, look at Muslims do to animals. This isn't a halal slaughterhouse, by the way. This is not a halal slaughterhouse. This is a regular run-of-the-mill slaughterhouse that Animal Aid investigated over a 4-day period.
It's all awful.
Oh, poor baby.
That's such a sad sight.
For anyone who thinks that animals are so dumb that they do not know when they're in danger or when they're about to be slaughtered, witness this individual trying to run away from these electric tongs because they do not want to die. Oh my God. I can't describe.
Eric, this is what you are defending.
I can't describe the anger that runs through my heart when I see this.
Yeah, we have Matthew in the chat. He used to work in a slaughterhouse. These sentient animals can smell the blood and death in the air, feeling terrified and fighting back because these sentient animals don't want to die.
Yeah.
There is never an excuse to do this.
Yeah.
Never.
The reason why we're showing you this, guys, is to show you the transparency that the industry will not. The industry will not show you. The industry, oh my God. What the? Jeez. The industry.
Look, wait, guys. Can you hear the music? They're listening to Top Hits Radio whilst murdering these innocent animals. When I've outreached people before, I've even had someone say to me, we play the animals' music. Oh, because this is okay if there's music, right?
Hi Renee, Renee's in the chat too.
Hi Renee, thank you for being here.
Thank you to all the vegans being here. These aren't easy things for us to watch, right? They're not, they break our hearts every time we see it.
But I believe we must look, because it gives you the fire, always.
Absolutely. Now look, for anyone who's not vegan, the objective of these live streams isn't to clash with you. The objective of these live streams is to show you the reality that the industry won't. The industry don't like you to see animals fighting for their lives and suffering. The industry show you green grass. The industry show you all the nice PR campaigns, right? No one shows you this.
And guys, this animal has just been stunned, right? Still moving.
Yeah, Alex, good. Thanks for pointing that out. All of these investigations are also just free to watch on Animal Aid's website. And use right? And use as much as you can, absolutely. This is the individual who tries to like escape.
And look, you'll see the baby behind.
Can you imagine how fear-inducing this must be
Fighting
for them?
for their life. They know. Fighting for their life.
Now when we're watching this, guys, if you're not vegan, remember that this is for optional products. All of this exploitation, this fear, this suffering, this violence is all for an optional product that you do not need.
Looking for help. Look, she's looking for help. Notice how no farmer is in here.
Yeah.
They leave those animals, they betray those animals.
Yeah.
Animal farmers are the worst.
Someone's saying they could do it more humanely. How? How?
This is the UK.
Unsuspicious bongos. How?
Best standard ever, right, in the UK apparently. This is humane. in what they tell you, right?
Yeah.
How do you stab someone in the throat humanely? How do you do this humanely?
When good people see this injustice,
Oh.
they remove their support for this industry. It's as simple as that.
I don't know why people try and find a humane way of stabbing someone when you can just live vegan and leave the animals the hell alone. Don't breed them into existence. Farmers are forcibly breeding these animals into existence to keep up with demand. So if you're the person demanding animal products, they're going to be supplying. When you drop your demand, the supply drops. So the power is in the public's hand. Each individual has the power. Now, we used to pay for this. 26 years for me, I used to pay for that because I was lied to. I didn't know what happens. I believed humane. I believed all the brainwashing. Now we saw what happened to these animals and we stopped overnight. Once we saw, we stopped immediately. And it's the best thing I have ever done in my life. Once you know better, you change.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now I live my life knowing animals are not being sent to slaughterhouses for me, but we both dedicate our lives for the animals. So we go to these locations, we stand outside and we show good people the reality. Because one time, we didn't know, someone showed us, we changed. You could be that person today as well. The fact that we have people in this live chat saying, I don't like this, I don't like the cruelty, maybe we can do this in a better way, shows you have compassion in your heart. Now, the only way to do this in a good way is to not do it.
Yeah, unsuspicious bongos. You're trying to search for that sort of way of doing it humanely, quote unquote, or instantly. Even if these animals died instantly, if they walked in there and they were tickled and patted and loved, and then all of a sudden, boom, the lights went out and it was over, it would still be unethical and it would still be an injustice. These animals are not food. They're here with us, not for us. Who do we think we are to commodify them and exploit them in these ways? Now, guys, we're back here on Animal Aid's investigation map. You can find this by going to animalaid.org.uk on their website, go into their campaigns, go into their investigations, and at the bottom of their investigation page, we now have this interactive map. So we are here now. We are going to be now going over to Cheshire's Halal slaughterhouse here. This is
someone
Stockport
said,
slaughterhouse.
Slaughter your own meat if you're such a man. No, you shouldn't be killing anybody. Don't kill anybody. The best people, the strongest people are those who don't oppress others.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so this is an investigation done by Animal Aid. This was published back in May 2017. This is Stockport Slaughterhouse, where Animal Aid found sheep being picked up by their fleece and thrown over a gate alongside other instances of abuse and law breaking. Do you want to read this one out, and then we're going to watch this investigation together as well, guys?
Yeah. So in the latest, in a series of covert investigations leading can't read that word there. Protection organisation Animal Aid placed hidden cameras inside the stunning and slaughter quarters of Cheshire Halal. So someone who was saying about Muslims and halal, right? This is here. In Stockport, Greater Manchester, for 3 days. Again, only 3 days in March. Government rules stipulate that slaughterhouses must have appropriate systems in place to comply with legal requirements and achieve the required standard for animal welfare. However, undercover filming at Northwest Slaughterhouse uncovered incidents that were in clear breach of the law. A slaughterman is shown in one clip picking up a frightened sheep by her fleece and physically throwing her over a gate. The animal was so terrified that she attempted to escape through a blood gully, only to be discovered cowering behind the bleeding out bodies of her strung up peers. The slaughterman has attempted to subdue a frantic
sheep.
Sorry, I can't see it, it's far away.
Electrical stones around the animal's abdomen.
Other incidents caught on camera include a lamb who was hiding behind a mechanical arm being dragged out by their hind legs. One animal was pushed with such force that they were overturned and left in the situation for some time. Wow.
Okay, guys. So this is an investigation by Animal Aid at the Stockport Slaughterhouse. So this is a YouTube video, so we'll watch this one together.
By the way, guys, please double tap the screen, like and comment. Let's see who is vegan in the room. So number 1, if you are vegan. Number 2, if you're not vegan but you're open-minded. And number 3 in the chat, if you just love seeing animals being stabbed.
Okay. So this is only a 4.5 minute video. March 2017. Here we go, guys. Animal aid investigation. Cheshire Halal UK Stockport. So yeah, just a warning here, guys, that this will be footage from a slaughterhouse, from an undercover investigation done by Animal Aid. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hey, Chris. Wow.
No suffering, halal, right?
This looks like haram to me. Look at these individuals just being. Oh.
It's. I really want to go and save them all.
Oh. Oh. Oh, baby. This investigation was done by Animal Aid. Please go to their website.
3 days of cameras. 3 days.
Whoa. Oh, look at her. Like a little puppy. They're trying to hide. Yeah, they're trying to hide.
Evil. These people need to be in prison for life. And that still wouldn't be good enough.
This is all simply avoidable by being vegan. Be vegan. All vegan food, bar alcohol, is halal.
By the way, people are fooled. They're saying that these animals are not stunned by all he's got is electric tongues. Halal is a lie. RSPCA label is a lie.
Yeah,
I'm so
Renee,
angry.
I agree. I agree. I think streams like this, which actually do show the reality that even the trolls can't take. How can you troll this? How can you troll this? It's clear. This now no longer is our word against your word, or our word against the indoctrination that you've been, conditioned to believe. Animal Aid's investigators have gone in here, and these images don't lie. This is why investigations are so important. It's forcing transparency on an industry that is designed around secrecy. And good people with compassionate hearts, when they see this,
Can you imagine how scared?
they remove their
Look at
support.
her next trying to cower away. 3 of them trying to cower away behind that machine.
Oh, bless her. Yo, Jesus. Oh my God. Even as an animal rights activist who we see this stuff regularly, when I see it, guys, I can't help but just get so upset. So my heart is racing at like 100 miles an hour just watching. So yeah, like what Mel said when we talk about this, was a halal slaughterhouse, wasn't it? A halal, was it halal? Yeah. This one's having a heart attack is the comment on the screen just then. So helpless. One of the things that always upsets me is they're just so helpless. They just left her having a heart attack, just thrown her on the concrete floor, left her there. See how much she's... Oh, man. Guys, help end the suffering. Go vegan. It's as simple as that. animalaid.org.uk.
It's just so easy to make the right choice. It's actually harder to be the person trolling. It's just so easy to make the right choice. I don't understand. I don't understand how anyone could try and defend that once they see that. I really hope there's people on this live stream right now who have just seen that and who are absolutely shocked. And I hope your eyes have just been opened to what happens to these animals that no one talks about apart from animal rights activists, and the rest of the world mock them, laugh at them. This is what happens. Look at that poor baby there. If you go back up a second.
They're not on. We're just on the screen us at the moment. I'm just getting this one ready. Thank
you to everyone who didn't turn away with their eyes then. Thank you. When you watch what happens to the animals, you get an intensity that grows inside of you that you don't even realize exists, and it only happens when you watch what happens to these animals. You do not get this kind of fight for anything else in the world until you see what happens with your own eyes. So I know many vegans will say, I'm vegan, I don't need to look. I say you do need to look. I know it hurts, I know it's painful, but it's what keeps you fighting no matter what, whether it's cold, sunny, whether you're ill, whether you're not, you will fight no matter what, and it becomes your priority.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, guys, so back onto Animal Aid's interactive map, onto next Animal Aid investigation. Do you want to read this one out?
Yep.
Just want to take a moment. Thank you to all you vegans in this chat. Thanks for all being here. These streams are hard to watch. All of our streams are hard to watch, right? We're either outside these places or we're inside looking at these investigations. It's not easy to do what we do, but we thank you so much for being in here and helping to defend these innocent babies with us.
Yeah, all of us together. Because we have perspective, right? Because we know that they're the victims, not us. So, yeah. All right, We're going to read the next one now. So it says, break-in. Alcova camera captured appalling scenes of slaughterhouse, incompetence and chaos at Farmers Fresh, Wales. This is the 16th slaughterhouse in which we have filmed, but the first one located in Wales. Once again, we have brought to light evidence of blatant staff incompetence and brutal treatment of animals. This was further amplified by an extremely fast-paced slaughter line. Investigators filmed in spring and summer of the year 2019. We brought to light many concerning issues, including workers pinning down and cutting the throat of sheep who appears fully conscious, and a stunned man picking up a sheep by her fleece and neck and hurling her down the slaughter conveyor line while shouting. Another worker grabbed sheep by their throats or fleeces and threw them backwards into the conveyor, often with an audible crash.
So these are stills from the investigation. We're going to watch the investigation in a minute. One particularly harrowing scene. We witness a worker failed to properly stun a sheep who surges forward onto the cutting table. Two workers then pin the struggling sheep down and cut her throat while she appears to be fully conscious. See here, these are more images from that investigation of sheep being loaded backwards and upside down. Failures, according to the recent FSA, which is the Food Standard Agency audit report, this slaughterhouse is failing in the areas of animal welfare, animal health and hygiene. Animal Aid campaigned for almost a decade to see mandatory, independently monitored CCTV installed in slaughterhouses. Mandatory CCTV was finally made law in England in 2018, although independent monitoring is not yet compulsory. It should be, right? You'd think that the consumer should be able to log on to live CCTV in these places. Why shouldn't they? Why should the consumer not be shown the truth and the reality of what they're essentially funding? Every time that you pay with your money, you're either voting for or against what you're seeing on the screen right now. So, guys, here is another 5 minute Animal Aid investigation.
And Light in the Darkness, thank you for subscribing. We have you know me, Bob, right? Oh, or you obviously are just showing gore and not interested in actual information. Actually, we are showing the actual information. We only care about what is happening to the animals, so we will be showing you the truth and not be distracted by farmers who try and propagate to the public. It is not okay. We will not give you the time of day. If you have questions, please ask away. But people who work in the industry, you're trying to make money from the animals, and this is what you are trying to defend.
The Welsh Government does not insist that slaughterhouses install CCTV cameras. It says that there has not been evidence of serious legal breaches and cruelty inside Welsh slaughterhouses. Animal Aid secret cameras have shown otherwise. Our investigators filmed at Farmers Fresh Slaughterhouse in Wrexham. The following scenes were filmed over just 2 days in June 2019.
2 days.
We were deeply disturbed by what we uncovered. Before they even went to the knife, gentle sheep were treated with shocking brutality. The casual way that animals were cruelly treated was appalling. They were pulled by the neck, and the leg, and thrown.
This is an undercover investigation carried out by Animal Aid, everyone who's watching right now.
This worker even sits on a sheep. And this sheep was lame. This animal had her neck stuck in the conveyor belt as she heads towards the slaughter line.
Oh my God.
Unnoticed by workers, she eventually falls through to the ground. To release another stuck sheep, a worker stands on her, forcing her to fall through to the ground below. Some animals are left trapped and struggling as they head towards the slaughter line.
How can anybody defend this? How can you defend it?
Oh, look. Just a baby.
This rough handling even continues when the vet is present.
See in the background there, the person with the clipboard. I presume that that's the vet that they're referring to.
The stunning process was often deeply incompetent, causing yet more suffering to these vulnerable animals.
Eric, get off this live stream.
Numerous times, sheep struggled as a worker attempted to stun them, often placing the stunning tongs around their necks and face instead of their head.
Farmers do. Farmers try and defend this.
Yeah.
These are the people who are like.
At times, the workers seemed to wrestle with the sheep and even place the tongs on their legs as if to try and stop them from struggling.
I think this is how they treat their family with respect.
So you see what they're doing there? They were using the tongs, which have the electric passing through them, to basically stop the sheep from struggling.
We
so
have
that
grave concerns that many animals were improperly stunned and may have gone to the knife conscious. No checks for consciousness appear to have been made after stunning. One worker hesitantly jabs at the sheep's head with the stunning tongs.
This is an Animal Aid investigation, everybody that we're watching right now.
Look at her freaking out on the back. Imagine witnessing murder in front of you and knowing you're going to be next.
The slaughterman encourages him to use the tongs more forcefully. This sheep tried running for her life, but to no avail.
The blood on that guy's jacket.
She was carried back and stunned while still being held by a worker. This catalogue of cruelty and failings are not just the fault of individual workers. The slaughterhouse's management need to be held responsible too.
This is the system, guys. This is the system. This is the part that the industry don't want the consumer to see. How can anybody with an empathetic heart see
Animal
this and
Aid
continue?
continues to urge the Welsh Government to make independently monitored CCTV mandatory for all slaughterhouses to help tackle this shocking cruelty.
Oh, for a flipping
But
sandwich.
even when the law is followed to the letter, slaughter can never be cruelty-free.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best thing we can all do to help animals is to go vegan.
It's so easy. It's so simple. This stops.
Order
you
your
go vegan.
free pack today and be part of a kinder future.
You don't know what you've seen? You wouldn't want to be in that position? Do not pay someone to do this on your behalf. It's really easy. It's so easy to be vegan. The only people, when they see footage like this, who try and defend it are farmers. Farmers who are lying to you. These evil, demonic, satanic people who are forcing animals into existence and wanting your money off their oppression and exploitation are lying to you. They're the ones who are posting the most disgusting, awful comments on every single video, every single live stream we ever do. Now, the general public are not like that. It's not normal behavior to be like that. Only the industry will be like that. And trust me when I say they pay millions and billions of pounds into the industry to lie to you. They want your money. That is it.
Eric saying, why do you have to make this personal? Humans from the beginning of time have eaten meat, and we probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the constant supply of wild animals. They're not wild animals, and the constant supply is because they're forcefully bred into existence to be exploited in these slaughterhouses.
By Eric's logic, slavery should be legal.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's always happened, right? It's always happened. It is personal. It is personal. If you are taking away somebody else's life, it's personal.
Yeah, so that's where I was going to go with that. I was basically saying that you're making it personal to the animals. These are all individuals who personally do not want to be stabbed to death, don't want to be exploited, they don't want to be commodified. So, you know, if you're playing the victim, you're obviously not watching the right stream, because everything so far has been showing you the real victims of these industries. Yeah. And it certainly isn't the farmers, it certainly isn't the slaughterhouses. It's the individuals who are forced forward onto the kill floor.
And you personally can remove your support for this today.
So guys, the next one on our Animal Aid website on the interactive map shows here J.H. Lambert Abattoir. So this one, again, another Animal Aid investigation. Cruel Norfolk slaughterhouse has been exposed. Animal Aid today has released footage taken secretly inside Norfolk slaughterhouse that kills pigs and sheep.
Which slaughterhouse is this again?
This is gonna come up on here. So the footage was shot at the Earsham-based J.H. Lambert Abattoir.
Okay,
over 2 days in March and April this year.
I think we have activists who have been to this one from Project Livestream.
Okay.
Matthew, if you're still in here, is this one that you've gone to yourself?
Earsham-based J.H. Lambert. This was published in May 2010. So the Animal Aid investigation carried out here has seen sheep being dragged into the stun room by their heads, sheep being forcibly thrown into the stun room, sheep being picked up by their fleeces and ears, and animals being improperly stunned. Among the most poignant and shocking scenes were piglets just a few weeks old brought to slaughter, and bloody pigs who had fallen from the shackle line being dragged through a pen of live pigs. J.H. Lambert is the 6th red meat slaughterhouse, that the Animal Aid campaign group has secretly filmed in the past year, and the first in East Anglia. Legal breaches and poor practices have been filmed in 5 of the 6 establishments, indicating that poor animal welfare is the norm rather than the exception in UK abattoirs.
Yes, Matthew said he has been to this slaughterhouse and live stream there. Thank you, Matthew.
Right. Brilliant. Yeah, thank you for that, Matthew.
And yeah, Voldemort. Dennis, Project Livestream is tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe. We'll be going live tomorrow from 7 a.m. Along with other activists, incredible activists who will be outside these places all around the world tomorrow.
Let me just make sure.
So please subscribe. We'll be live from 7, and we'll be telling you who else will be going live around the world too, so you can all support all the amazing, brave activists for doing this as well.
Okay, so all right, guys, that one there is not the. We just got images on this one, I believe. There's just images on this investigation. So you can see the images here from that slaughterhouse
So
if I'm
sheep
moving.
and pigs.
Just being, you see there in the centre and the top right, they're being dragged through by their head to the kill floor. So that was J.H. Lambert Abattoir in Earsham or Earsham?
Yeah, Norfolk.
Norfolk. Okay, right, let's go back to our Animal Aid interactive map.
Eric is saying we need to make money to survive. Yes, thank you for your statement. But nobody should be making money from exploiting others and oppressing animals. Go and work somewhere else. Really easy. In fact, farmers have it the easiest because there's literally charities that help them transition and make even more money. So, Eric, check out Viva Refarmed. They'll come to your farm and help you transition. And on average, farmers are making 20 grand more a year. I mean, the world is changing.
We wouldn't say that on any other injustice. We wouldn't say child traffickers need to make money, so that's fair enough. As long as they use big cages, as long as they play music to the children and they give at least one cuddly toy to each child as they're trafficking them, then that means that it's all ethical, it's all humane, it's all okay. At the end of the day, we need to make money, and that's just the way that they've chosen to make money, so we must respect it. Don't ever critically think that system, don't ever challenge that system, don't ever speak up against that system. And in fact, if you are someone who does speak up against that, then you'll be ostracized from the normality of the public eye. You'll be deemed as a weirdo, you'll be deemed as a weak individual for seeing an injustice and standing up against it. That's exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what vegans are doing. Vegans have seen the individuals here. You can see the individuals here being dragged into slaughterhouses who don't want to die. And all we simply are doing is standing up for that victim and against that injustice and having to deal with ridiculous statements and comments like we have to make money.
Yeah. Oh, okay. To be fair, Eric said, I didn't know this. Very interesting. Yeah. So, Eric, like, if you could change, would you? Is my question to you. Because farmers obviously have been born from other farmers and have been indoctrinated and had the propaganda put onto them. Now, we have had a lot of messages from children of farmers who are so sad because they love animals. Children naturally love animals, and they've said, in bed at night, I have heard the mother cows crying out for their babies all night. And they've been so sad, and they don't know how to handle the situation because they feel trapped. So it's important to always give people a way out. But yeah, I'd like to know, do you actually have compassion? Because you do know they go to a slaughterhouse. Would you change?
Okay, guys, so this one here is interesting. I've just had a little scroll through. I'll read us through this one, and there's actually no investigation footage to go through. So no video of this one, but for anyone who thinks that activism doesn't work, investigations don't work, or, you know, we're never going to win. We hear it all the time. We'll never change. The world's never going to change. Well, here is a complete controversy to that statement. Here, this slaughterhouse was closed after Animal Aid exposed them back in 2010. So this was A&G Barber, and they used to kill a quarter of cull sows in the UK. Now, if you don't know what a cull sow is, they are breeding pigs who are killed when they're exhausted from repeated pregnancies. They're the ones that you see in the farrowing crates over and over and over again. If you go onto our main channel, we've got a 3-part sort of playlist where we took a non-vegan inside of a factory farm to a slaughterhouse, and then a podcast. And the farm that we investigated with him, Colin was his name, or is his name, we went in and we exposed one of these places ourselves, so you can see us and how we investigated this exact same situation here with these mums in farrowing crates.
Oh,
now,
it was awful.
Once their productivity declines, which basically means they're not producing as many in their litter of piglets, they are sent to be slaughtered. Their meat is considered low grade and is therefore used in processed foods. A&G Barber's main buyer was a German sausage manufacturer, which cancelled its contract when it saw Animal Aid's footage, prompting the slaughterhouse to close. Animal Aid's undercover film, which was shot over 3 days in April this year, shows scenes of extreme and deliberately inflicted suffering, including the use of electric tongs on animals' snouts, tails, and in their open mouths. Other breaches filmed include incompetent and inadequate stunning for almost every one of the 776 pigs filmed. Stunned pigs left to regain consciousness, the use of electric stunning tongs on their bodies instead of the heads of animals, which does not stun but delivers instead a painful electric shock. Pigs being routinely kicked in the face. Pigs being hit in the face with shackled hooks, in one case drawing blood. Pigs World, the industry's leading magazine, wrote on August the 1st, the industry must acknowledge animal aid's contribution to animal welfare by exposing the incompetence of slaughterman who was sacked and his license revoked. And I just want to make a point that animal aid in no way are welfarists. Animal aid are always abolitionists, and they're not asking for better welfare. They are simply exposing the injustice that happens to these individuals, so that when people see it, they understand that there is no right way to do this. There is no correct way to take the life of someone who doesn't want to die. And it's just exposing it to the consumer, because like we always say, the consumer is never given a chance to make the right decision. Never, ever, ever. Kate Fowler, head of campaigns at Animal Aid, said, "It's appalling that the cruelties meted out to animals at A&G Barber were allowed to continue, and that regulatory systems failed to detect and stop the abuses. If Animal Aid hadn't stepped in and happened to film at that plant, we believe that workers would still be kicking, beating and causing deliberate suffering to pigs there. It is right and proper that companies who have seen our film shunned A&G Barber, and it is good news that this slaughterhouse, which allowed scared and vulnerable animals to endure unimaginable suffering, has now gone out of business." Absolutely.
The reality, though, is that this is what happens in every single slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
This was captured in a couple days of cameras. The power of an investigation is crazy, because this shut this down. And I think it only shut this down because suppliers removed themselves from this particular place.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the law came in and it was like, oh, that's so bad, it's gone. It was being taken apart because people were like, oh my gosh, they've been investigated, let's remove ourselves to protect our own reputation.
Yeah.
But by doing this, it puts pressure on the industry. It shows people the reality of what happens to these animals. But this is happening everywhere. The next one revealed cigarettes stubbed out on slaughter pig's face. This is what is happening in these places. This isn't abnormal. When people are like, oh, I go to my local butchery, they all go to a slaughterhouse, they're all killed, let alone all the stuff that happens in the meantime, the handling of them, throwing them around, stubbing cigarettes out on their faces. Who the hell do these people think they are? They are the monsters of our time, and do not give them your money, because by giving them your money, once you know, you become like the person holding hands with that monster against the animals. Or when you see what happens, you can become the defender that stands in front of the animals against these monsters.
Okay, this is your one to read out. There is a video for this one.
Okay, so cigarettes stubbed out on pigs' faces, one animal punched in the head, another goaded in the face, regular blows and kicks seriously injured pigs, forced to drag themselves into slaughter. All these abuses in one UK slaughterhouse, and DEFRA still won't prosecute.
Wow.
It's hard to get prosecutions in these types of industries for the animals. I think it's like 0.01% is ever followed up with a prosecution of all the investigations that have ever happened. So Animal Aid has released footage shot secretly at Elm Kirk Limited Chill Meats, as Essex-based family-run slaughterhouse that kills up to 6,000 pigs a week, and whose website proclaims, "Be proud of higher welfare, buy British pork." We've all heard that, right? Oh, buy British. Oh, we're so the best. Oh, farmers are the hardest working people on the planet. What a load of rubbish. Just to get your money. It's not fair. They are completely mugging you off in your face, and it's so bad. In March and April 2000...
That's right, this is the video. So it's only a 4-minute video, guys. Here we go. Let's watch it together and see what we think.
Him laughing.
Wow.
This is so angry.
Wow, look, yeah, she's got a spinal injury. If anyone's sim ignorant, you can see potentially how these pigs get these spinal injuries, get crushed by forklifts or tractors. Very common. You should go and watch that, by the way. Go and watch Pignorant. She can't drag herself to the... The industry won't show you this. This is why we have to show you. Jeez. Now, just for context, these are mothers who can no longer produce enough babies. So they now are... Wow. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Considered useless.
Yeah, they're now considered useless. Most piglets at 6 months old will see inside of a CO2 gas chamber in the UK and worldwide. Wow, his bat's fallen out of his hand. He's hitting them so hard. These people are the scum of the earth.
Go vegan. Go vegan as a matter of urgency. Don't pay these scumbags. Don't pay them to do this. This is everywhere. This isn't just this one location. It happens everywhere.
Remember, guys, in the brief, this was a local family run.
The animals feels obvious.
Yeah, you can see that. What are you trying to achieve?
They're just hitting them for the fun of it.
Yeah, absolutely, Ronnie. There's a big supply and demand. You buy bacon, you buy pork sausages, pig sausages. This is what you're supporting. This is the violence that you support when you're not vegan. We don't have to hype up our side of the story. We just have to show you the reality. We just have to show you the injustice. Look at these poor babies. These animals don't want to die. Oh, jeez.
They're vulnerable like little kids. These disgusting people.
Look at this.
Stand up for the animals, please.
I cannot fathom in my brain anybody who would watch this and then try and defend it. I cannot. If you're someone who's trolling vegan content, if you're an anti-vegan and if you're a troll, you are the lowest form of human being in my opinion. I cannot identify with you whatsoever.
You're
I'm
not
ashamed
human.
to be the same species as you if you're anti-vegan. It's disgusting. If you can see that, if you can see them animals suffering and dying like that.
It's not human. You're not a human species. And you should not have freedom the whole time you are taking someone else's freedom away knowingly.
No, absolutely.
Now, there's many people who might not know what happens, and that's why us as activists do this. This is our job because we've opened the door and we've seen what happens to the animals, and now it's our job to show people what happens behind the doors. So
we've done this one before. We've done F. Drury and Sons before, so we'll leave that one.
yeah, we have a YouTube video on when we went there to apply pressure and ask them about the investigation, and you can see how they react to us. That's on our
Let's
main
see.
channel on It's Mel and Steve. You can see that for yourself.
Okay, so we've got another one here, guys, with no video on this one. So I'm going to read out the investigation that was taking place here. All of these, again, guys, are animal aid investigations. You can go to animalaid.org.uk.
Sabby Coops, just pointed out something. Like, imagine not having the ability to even cover your face with your arms to defend against a beating like that.
Yeah.
It's so true. They're so vulnerable. They can't even do this. You're absolutely right. Like those turkeys that Joey did the investigation on at Kelly Bronze, like swinging them around by their head. They can't do anything.
Linda Hui, 9122, why can't I share this? You should be able to. If you press the 3 dots in the top right hand corner, there will be a share arrow with a forward arrow. And if you press that, then you'll be able to share the stream. Thank you for sharing it as well. Please, guys, make sure you subscribe. Please double tap the screen or like this live. And please make sure that the bell is on, because we do live streams at these places all the time.
Yeah.
Today, we are working with Animal Aid to show you their new investigations map and how you as an activist can utilize it. Now, it's UK based at the moment, but who knows if this has got any potential to go worldwide in the future, maybe.
And thank you to, sorry.
No, go on.
Every vegan in this chat, thank you. This is a hard live stream to watch, so I really appreciate your support in here and defending the animals no matter what, whether we're doing this or outside slaughterhouses. You're always in here helping, so thank you so much.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to read this next one out. There's no video for this one, but this one is an animal aid investigation. This was done at a Kent slaughterhouse, and they could face prosecution following covert filming done by Animal Aid, and this was published in August 2017. So, Animal Aid placed hidden cameras inside Forge Farm slaughterhouse for 3 days. Again, guys, 3 days. In April and May 2017, the footage captured both the stunning and slaughter of animals. Animal Aid revealed serious cause for concern over the way animals were treated. This included the method used to stun animals. A rundown of what are the Animal Aid's covert cameras detected are as follows. Deliberate abuse. One animal was smacked in the face and sworn at. Incompetent stunning of animals. They suspect that many animals may have simply received painful electric shocks and then gone to the knife fully conscious. There was complete disregard for the welfare of animals, with slaughterhouse workers sometimes standing on the backs of animals and sheep being thrown to the floor and being dragged by their fleece. One animal fell from the kill line and was simply hung back up on the line without being re-stunned. She appeared to be blinking, a sign of consciousness. They're supposed to look for that blinking or any sign of response. A sheep brought into a slaughterhouse in a wheelbarrow that was suspected that they may have been too sick or lame to walk. Forge Farm Meats in Tunbridge, Wales was the 14th slaughterhouse that Animal Aid investigated since 2009. In May, the organisation released a damning dossier of evidence entitled Britain's Failing Slaughterhouses, which provided a catalogue of the illegal abuse that had been filmed to date. It revealed that 93% of slaughterhouses investigated by Animal Aid and others had been breaking animal welfare laws. Let's just wait there a minute, right? We're not welfarists, we're abolitionists, but when Britain prides itself on the British standards, and when we say it's the best in the world, and bear in mind, a lot of these investigations done, we've already watched through together, have been Dudu and Sons, Dudu family run, Dudu local small, all right? We're not always talking about huge factory farming slaughterhouses. Now, out of all of the investigations done by Animal Aid, 93% were to be found breaking the law. That's 7% off of 100% of investigated slaughterhouses breaking the law. Where else could you break the law and get away with it and continually be allowed to do it?
Why do the animals always have to fall short of even the law? Like, it's so wrong, it's so backwards. They're the most vulnerable, and even the bare minimum laws aren't even being enforced.
Isabel Hutchinson, the director of Animal Aid's comments, says, yet again, Animal Aid investigators have shone a light on the brutal reality of what goes on inside UK slaughterhouses. We very much hope that Forge Farm will be brought to justice and welcome any action that the regulators take in order to achieve this. This latest investigation adds to the already overwhelming evidence of the need for mandatory, independently monitored CCTV in all slaughterhouses. We call on the government to bring forward a change in the law as promised in the recent Conservative Party manifesto. This simple measure would go a long way in protecting vulnerable animals from both bad practice and deliberate violence. Now, the outcome was that the damning footage was processed and promptly handed over to the Food Standard Agency, otherwise known as the FSA, the body that regulates slaughterhouses, for further investigation. The case was referred up to the Crown Prosecution Service before being finally brought to the court. The case was heard from the 20th of January at Sevenoaks Magistrates Court. Sadly, the judge decided not to proceed with the case and refused to admit the evidence. What?
How is that even legal? How is that? That's not. Like, how is that even... How? There has to be some underlying stuff happening, right? Someone paying off people. There has to be. That's just my opinion. But I cannot fathom the amount of stuff that goes unheard, that gets swept under the rug constantly.
It's just not fair.
Light in the darkness. Wait, Light in the darkness. Are you vegan? When you came onto this live stream, I presumed you were because of the way you're talking. Like saying, you seeing that guy punch that pig angered me. Yeah. The whole thing is horrific, isn't it? It's so sad.
We got 4 more to go, guys, and then we're going to do a little review or a little watch of our...
Yeah. So let's recap for a moment. So for anyone who's joined our live stream, Animal Aid have put together a really epic tool for activists. What they've done, they've created an interactive map on their website at animalaid.org.uk where it shows you slaughterhouses, farms, or anything they've investigated. You can push on the icon, so the red icons are slaughterhouses, and then it comes up the investigation. So when you go to these locations, you can then find the investigation and then apply even more pressure and educate the public, like if you're live streaming or whatever you want to do. Or even use anything. Animal Aid said you can use anything on here to put into real shorts and stuff like that. So make videos from this too.
Okay, so this next one is...
Hold on. Sorry. Light in the Darkness just put, I feel ashamed, I have meat in the fridge. Light in the Darkness, I just want to say thank you for being on this live stream. We are not here judging you, by the way. For 26 years and 36 years for Steve, we used to pay for this, and it takes someone else to kind of show you the reality. I love that you are feeling the way you're feeling. Not like I don't love that you're feeling like sad or anything, but you also do need to have those feelings to show that you're a compassionate person. And we went shopping the day before we saw footage and went vegan. So we bought animal products and did a whole shop for the week, put it in the fridge. That evening, we watched what happens to animals accidentally. And then we went vegan. What we did, we got a black bag and we threw all the animal products in the bin. We didn't know how to be vegan, but we just knew we could never pay for an animal to go through this ever again. So we just had beans on toast for a while until we figured it out. It was a lot easier to be vegan than you realise. You can go to the shop. Everything you have now, you can just buy the alternative. It's nothing really changes for you. Maybe just have to check some back of products and stuff, make sure that there's no milk powder and bits and bobs like that. But they're usually in bold, and most stuff says vegan now. And I would just want to say as well, if you have seen this and you don't know about the other industries like eggs and dairy, please go on YouTube. There's a documentary called Dominion. I urge you to watch it, because until you have seen that, you won't understand kind of why to go vegan. Or maybe you do already, which is amazing. But that will always give you your why, and then your how you go vegan is really easy. Feel free to message us, reach out to other activists. We're all here to support. And someone rightly said on the chat, there is something you can sign up to called Challenge 22. You can sign up for free and you get help to go vegan. It's a 22-day kind of like challenge, because it takes 21 days to create a new habit, and then you just get a day of extra because you'll be vegan forever.
Hey, 40-year-old vegan David is in the chat.
Yes, thank you for being here, David.
So, as we get in new people coming in, let's have a little quick recap of what we're doing this today. Guys, today we are looking at Animal Aid's new interactive map, which is on animalaid.org.uk's website. Under the campaigns and investigations section, they now have this interactive map. And this is UK based at the moment, but this interactive map is highlighting all of their investigations. The red ones are slaughterhouses, the yellow icons are farms, and the green icons are shoots or hunting spots.
Hi, Satanic Vegan.
So we are just going through. We have got 3 to 4 investigations to go. And then we're going to watch our live stream video from Sturminster, from ABP.
No, from Guildford.
From Guildford. Yeah. The reason why I said Sturminster is because this is Sturminster. Yeah. Now, we often visit this place.
Yes.
So.
Prosecutions demanded for slaughterhouse cruelty. Animal Aid releases new covert film. Okay, so this footage was sent to Meat Hygiene Services for investigation last month. Now, this was 2010. So, Animal Aid filmed the stunning box at Sturminster, which is owned by Anglo Beef Processors, over a 2-day period. And the killing area over a subsequent 2 days from the very beginning, it was clear that a breach in the law was allowed to go uncorrected, and that this has led to significant welfare problems and additional suffering for the cows. By law, bovine stunning boxes must be fitted with the head restraint. Preferably, this should be a passive head shelf, which encourages the animals to place their heads in the position most likely to aid a clean shot from the captive bolt. I hate even saying this. Mm-hmm. So at Sturminster, no such head shelf was fitted, and according to the MHS, this had been the case since the box was installed at the beginning of November last year. So remember, this 2010. It is clear from the footage obtained that the stun operator had trouble making effective and clean stuns, and significant proportion of animals, 12% of the 114 cows filmed, endured multiple stuns in order to render them unconscious before slaughter. In its response to Animal Aid's evidence, the MHS wrote, "The need to re-stun those animals that did not become immediately unconscious have been avoided had been avoided if the stunning box been fitted with a head restraint, reducing the opportunity for animals to move we don't call animals its either, but to move their head a moment before impact. And yet the MHS appointed vet either did not spot this breach of the law or chose to turn a blind eye. Animal Aid is pushing for those responsible to be prosecuted. A lot of the time, these vets will turn a blind eye. They don't care. A lot of them, it's all corrupt. The whole industry is all corrupt, and it's just flooded with evil. The final legal breach, the stun operator.
No, this bit here.
Oh, did I miss a bit? Do you want to read that?
Sure. Check this out, everyone. Another clear breach of the law, leaving cows for up to 65 minutes, over an hour, in the stunning box before they were stunned, was also admitted by the MHS. It's recommended that restraining for staff in relation to this issue. Animal Aid has described this decision as a wholly inadequate response to a serious breach that caused animals unnecessary suffering, and has instead asked that those responsible be investigated with a view to prosecution. Guys, slaughterhouses, it is against the law to cause additional stress and suffering to animals. They can't do it. Leaving them inside of a tiny box for over an hour waiting for them to be killed is absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. If it's not bad enough that they're going to go in that building to be killed, but causing all that extra intensity and that stress and suffering, what a horrific show this is. The final legal breach, the stun operator beating 2 cows with a squeegee mop, is being investigated with a view to suspend revoking his license and to, if applicable, and to recommending the case for investigation for a possible breach of WASK, which is the Welfare of Animals at the Time of Slaughter or Killing regulations, which is an absolute load of shit as well. How can you fucking have a welfare act at the time of killing someone?
Guys, I just want to reiterate that we do not think there's a good way to do this whatsoever. These all should be completely demolished. No one should be seeing animals as a use in the commodity. Slaughterhouses should never be invented. Farms should never exist. There is no right way to do it, but we're just going through each investigation on Animal Aid's site to show you kind of the factual stuff that's been happening, as well as obviously advocate for veganism as the baseline. Dennis has just put something that isn't true, so I'm just going to correct him. He put Mel and Steve even stated before that if they had some leftover eggs, they would give to someone else, so that person doesn't buy eggs.
No.
Never. We have never, ever said that.
Lies.
Never. I would never see an animal product as a product or a use for anybody. Now, we have rescue hens. You must feed those eggs back to the hens. We would never give it to somebody else. The only thing we advocate for is veganism at the bare minimum. The bare minimum. That is not okay.
No injustice lasts forever. Yeah, I completely agree. And yeah, we are, of course, all abolitionists. When these investigations are done, these investigations are not done from a welfare point of view as well. The reason why, right, is these investigations highlight that the welfare laws that people believe are adhered to are broken. Like they just said, 94%, I believe it was the percentage, of investigations done by Animal Aid showed that these laws were being broken. We're all abolitionist animal rights activists. We do not believe that there is a correct way to do this. We don't believe in increasing the welfare as our goal. We don't believe in any of that stuff. We believe that this is an injustice. It should be stopped. But when you're investigating these places and showing them to the public, showing them that the laws the public perceive to be adhered to aren't being adhered to, showing them the breaches of welfare and this horrific, suffering, violent end these animals are coming to, it then allows you to put to that consumer, so now what? Now what do we do? The welfare laws that were supposed to be there aren't being adhered to. And now you've seen animals in slaughterhouses. What's the best way that we do that? Now, when you get that combination together, anybody who has the ability to critically think, anybody that has empathy and compassion in their heart goes, you know what? There is no right way to do this. You're right. We shouldn't be doing this. And this is the goal. Is to get to abolition, is to end this absolute exploitative, horrific, in my view, slave trade of animals. So yeah, this needs to end. This needs to stop. What chance do the consumer have? Right now, let me.
Dennis, that we have never ever believed that ever. So you won't find it. It wasn't us that said that. Mm-hmm. I have heard others say it, and I strongly disagree. But yeah, it's not us. No, 100% never.
No, we'd never say it.
Yeah, so save you some time.
Yeah, and just also to be clear on my position on things, I would never wear animal skins. You know, when we went vegan, I threw everything in the bin. I don't believe that it's correct to normalise wearing animals. I don't believe that we should be normalising this in any which way. It should end. This is an absolute horrific exploitative industry all across the board, from eating animals, wearing animals, betting on animals, whichever one you want to pick, guys. It should all end. It should all stop.
And it's really easy to be vegan. So we've got Light in the Dark. Light in the Dark, I just want to say as well, your name is very interesting too. This is why I thought you were vegan, because we often talk about being the light in the dark. And as activists, you can be the light that really lights up a dark room. And he's just said he's going to find alternative protein.
Go to Challenge 22, challenge22.com.
Yeah.
Go to the Light in the Darkness, challenge22.com. Go and sign up. It's completely free. Just drop your email in there, and they're going to give you a free mentor for 22 days. You need any help, recipes, advice, you need anything else from there, they're going to give you a free mentor for 22 days, and they'll help you. Yeah,
and I also want to say you have Google as well and ChatGPT, so you can ask that. It's really, really easy to kind of find out. As long as you're eating your calories, you'll get enough protein, because protein is actually only made by plants. So are you going to go vegan from today?
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know if you're going to promise the animals today.
Now, let me read you out Kate Fowler's response. Kate Fowler, at the time of this investigation, was Animal Aid's head of campaigns. Kate's statement was, Animal Aid has once again identified serious breaches of the law at a UK slaughterhouse. Such failings have caused wholly unnecessary additional suffering to animals, and those responsible should be held to account. In light of the body of evidence that Animal Aid has obtained from 6 abattoirs, the government and industry can no longer pretend that UK slaughterhouses have high welfare standards and adhere to the law. Abattoirs are terror-filled environments where animals who are treated as inanimate objects may be beaten and goaded if they do not walk meekly to their deaths. The apparent absence of compassion in Sturminster Newton, along with the routine breaking of animal welfare laws, affirms that we have concluded from filming at other UK slaughterhouses there is no such thing as humane slaughter. It doesn't exist. It's not there. It's a fairy tale. Humane slaughter should be put on the same pedestal as Father Christmas, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, and all of the other fictional characters that you were led to believe as a child. It doesn't exist. There is no such thing. It's an oxymoron. You couldn't put humane in front of any other injustice and then say this is okay. We're going to humanely child traffic. We're going to humanely be racist. We're going to humanely be prejudiced towards this group of people. We can oppress this individual group, but we'll do it humanely.
Yeah.
What a load of shit. It can't be done.
So these cows, actually four pictures are of cows from the dairy industry. So, Light in the Darkness, you might not know what happens in the dairy industry, but cows are forcibly impregnated. They carry their babies for 9 months. If they give birth to a boy, the boys are considered a waste product because they don't produce milk and they don't want the mother feeding the child. So they remove the boy. They either sell him off or take him to a slaughterhouse. If they give birth to a female, the female will be taken away from the mother, put in an isolation hutch on their own. And then when they're sexually mature enough, they'll be forcible and have pregnation forced upon them. And that cycle happens over and over until they can no longer stand up, and then they'll all be sent to a slaughterhouse. So this is a mother cow from the dairy industry inside this knock box.
So what you'll notice on this knock box, guys, is what Animal Aid's investigation revealed. There is no head restraint. There is no shelf or head restraint for the cows to put their head on or in, therefore making the stunning process dodgy, basically. Now, I just want to take a little moment to point out the stunning process of animals, because this is another, misconception.
Yeah,
People believe that the stunning process was put there for the benefit of the animal, okay? This is where this, rubbish of humane slaughter comes from. People believe that the animals walk in and they get stunned and they know nothing about it. They feel nothing. They don't see anything. They're not scared. As far as the animals are aware, it's absolutely out of the blue, no pain, nothing whatsoever. Load of nonsense. The stun process is to incapacitate them for this short period of time that it's safe enough to get close enough to stab them to death. You see the electric tongs around the pig's head or around the sheep. You see the bolt gun on the cows. This is purely to get the animal into the position that the slaughter person needs them to be in so that they can safely stab them to death. If you've ever been around pigs or cows, they are mega, mega strong animals. Now, when you come towards a cow or a pig with a knife, they know what your intentions are. You've seen it in some of the other investigations we've been watching this morning. They go through the same fight or flight response that humans do. Now, when you have an animal as strong as a cow going into fight or flight as you approach them with a knife, the risk to the slaughter person, the risk of injury as you're holding the knife, is mega high. This is why they shoot cows in the face. This is why they electrocute pigs in the head, is to hold them still enough to stab them to death. But the industry have humane washed and lied to the public, and this is where this crap humane slaughter comes from. Now, the public are taught as well, never second guess this, never critically think against this, never question this. This is what happens and you are to think of it no more. Now run along. And that's exactly what the consumer's told. How the consumer ever to make the right decision when all you're told is lies?
Yeah, so true. Now, Eric, when he first come onto the stream, said he treats the animals with respect. And now he's saying, Matthew, I see your argument. I would not like to be a farm animal. Thankfully, I'm not. And then no injustice lasts forever's put a point up. Doesn't practice the golden rule. Like, that's so true. You wouldn't want to be in their position, so don't put them in that position. It's as easy as that. You live vegan and you defend the animals. Transition your farm. Change. Contact Viva Refarms. They'll help you transition. Just stop it. Just don't do it. Change your farm to a sanctuary. There's so many things that you can do. The facts that you've changed from saying the animals are treated with respect to saying now you wouldn't want to be a farmed animal shows that you know what happens is horrific. You know. You know because I know you know. We know what happens in these farms and slaughterhouses is terrible. We can change today. Hi, Martin. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Martin. Okay, guys. So that was Animal Aid's investigation of Sturminster. Now we've got 3 to go. 3 to go. What are we doing for time? 4:15. This is fine. Right, we've got 3 to go. Okay. AC Hopkins next. Okay. This one interested me the other day. I was reading through this one. Yeah.
Yeah, and David just put anyone can change. There's 2 ex-slaughterhouse workers in this live stream right now.
Yeah.
Who are now vegan animal rights activists.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I'll let you read this one out.
Yeah, so undercover investigation at AC Hopkins, Somerset. The images below are screen grabs from the undercover footage taken at AC Hopkins in Taunton, Somerset. Contact us for higher resolution versions. Here's a copy of the original press release. Humane slaughter in British abattoirs, a sham. Animal Aid's undercover investigation exposes shocking cruelty. National campaigning group Animal Aid has today released footage taken secretly at 3 randomly chosen abattoirs, which offer an unprecedented close-up of the true inner workings of typical British slaughterhouses that kill pigs, sheep, and cattle. The film convincingly disposes of the myth of stress and pain-free humane slaughter. The 40 hours of footage shows more than 1,500 animals being stunned and more than 1,000 being killed. Animal Aid anticipates the revelations will provoke a plain-speaking debate involving consumers, politicians, regulators, and the industry. Pigs and sheep are seen being kicked, shoved, and in one case dragged into the stun room, which was packed with frightened animals. In the chaos, animals slip, fall, and cry out. The electric tongs used to stun pigs and sheep frequently make contact for too short a time and do not span the brain and deliver instead nothing more than a painful electric shock. Often the suffering inflicted, the terror experienced, and the indifference of the stun operator are shockingly apparent.
Okay, so I don't know if is there a video
it's
for this
so
one?
sad, like just speaking it.
Yeah, there's no video on this one. We just got
Pictures.
We've got the pictures. But look, the scenes filmed at AC Hopkins and JV Riches, they include pigs and sheep going to the knife without adequate studying, pigs and sheep stunned and then allowed to come around again, pigs, sheep and calves crying out and struggling to escape, pigs being kicked in the face and sheep thrown on the floor, pigs and sheep with illness or injury being slaughtered, a sheep too sick to stand or possibly already dead being brought into slaughter in a wheelbarrow, something that we also saw in an Animal Aid investigation previously during this live stream, and a ewe being stunned and killed while her young was suckling her.
Oh.
Flipping hell, guys.
Wait, read that part again.
An ewe, like a mother, being stunned and killed whilst her babies were breastfeeding from her. Ewes watching as their babies are killed, pigs falling from the slaughter line into the blood pit and being dragged out and reshackled while other pigs look on, inadequately stunned young calf lying, kicking on the floor, and the stun operator stands on him to keep him still. Animal Aid's investigation contains evidence of several potential breaches of the welfare of animal slaughter or killing regulations, and consequently the campaign group has called for CCTV to be placed in all UK slaughterhouses, a change in the law to make ongoing training and assessment mandatory for all abattoir workers, one stunt operator slaughtered at AC Hopkins Abattoir in Somerset to have his licence revoked and for him to be prosecuted to answer charges of animal cruelty, and an independent investigation to be held into the reasons for this worker's deficient performance. Katie Fowler, again, head of the campaign's Animal Aid, said, "We believe that millions of animals across the country are suffering untold torment when they are stunned and killed. In the stun rooms, we filmed terrified sheep and pigs running crazily in circles, looking for an exit or trying to make themselves invisible behind the hoist. 2 sheep were so desperate to escape that they leapt through the hatch into the slaughter area, where they landed in the blood pit below of their bleeding and shackled friends. Many animals were partially stunned and left writhing or convulsing on the floor, while the stun operator ignored their plight. Animals were kicked, hit, goaded, sworn at and stood on. In our view, our one worker in particular combined incompetence, stupidity and callousness. But even those workers who function as best they can operate in a system that is pitiless. The film we obtained shows scenes from hell and disposes of the myth that slaughter in the UK is or ever can be humane. This is one good thing, guys. You'll notice any quote or statement from anyone from Animal Aid is abolitionist. Like we're talking about earlier, yes, they're crowbarring these things that are happening, which are welfare breaches, but they're crowbarring it to a point of abolition and that it should not be happening. Here are some of the shocking still scenes that were captured by Animal Aid's investigations.
The pigs with their nose together. They often do that for like support from one another in these hellholes.
So sad. So sad. Guys, anyone who is listening to this live stream, anyone who is thinking, you know what? These guys are making some sense, you know, like, I don't like all this. I don't like seeing this. The answer is simple, and it's to be vegan. It's to remove your support for this industry, remove your personal contributions to animals being exploited, commodified and killed for optional products, and be vegan. It's the least that we can do.
Yeah, like David just said, animal ag is a lie. It's a scam. That's someone who used to work in the industry.
Right, guys, we've got 2 to go. 2 to go. Okay. Right.
Eric just said, so you all believe killing animals is wrong. Does war fall under an exception? Humans die every day. No one said anything. Why do these animals deserve more rights? Are you joking me? Humans die every day.
Oh, we can't get this.
And yes, bad. But you're not paying for those humans to be murdered every single day. But if you're not vegan, you are. Animals are always pushed to the bottom. When anything happens with humans, there's always people who fight for humans, and those humans, most of the time, can also help fight for themselves as well. I think killing innocent people and anyone is not nice. But I'm not paying anyone to do that for me. Now, if you're not vegan, you're paying for so many individuals personally to go to slaughter, to be seen as a use and a commodity, and the baseline is to just not do it. Now, vegan is just someone who's just normal. Normal people are vegan. Just don't pay for the violence and oppression towards animals. It's the baseline. You can fight for humans at the same time, but don't push animals to the bottom the whole time humans are having wars with each other. Because even if the humans are at peace, the animals are still being oppressed. You can change now. I don't get why you wouldn't change now. It's easy. Just don't pay. Don't pay for it. Transition your farm to a sanctuary. It's simple. It's not rocket science. It's not, oh my gosh, like what do I do? It's easy. It's easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, so we've got our last one here. The last one seems to be on a paid website that I can't get to. Maybe we'll check with Alex about that one, and then we may be able to come back to that one at another time.
It's like echo on my mic again, I
All
think.
right,
Thanks for letting me know.
Thanks, guys. Let's end that mic, and then...
Yeah, David, the difference is we have the choice to stop the war on the animals, and you can do that.
Okay, so this is the last investigation on the Animal Aid's interactive map we're going to look at. Then we're going to watch our latest video.
Yeah,
on,
and hi, vegan zombie.
On Guildford, wasn't it, that one?
Guildford ABP, yeah.
Okay, guys, so another, this is the 14th investigation done by Animal Aid. Now, this investigation was Whoa, three workers suspended and CCTV installed in an organic abattoir following cruelty allegations. I'll let you read this one too.
Yeah, Eric, I appreciate you saying. Like, yeah, fair point. Yeah, keep asking questions, but please change. Okay, sorry. So,
Yeah.
3 slaughtermen have been suspended from a Soil Association approved abattoir following an undercover investigation by Animal Aid that reveals what the government regulatory body, the Meat Hygiene Services, MHS, describes as clear evidence of breaches of animal welfare legislation. The National Campaign Group's footage of pigs and sheep being killed was shot secretly between October 19th and November 3rd at Tom Lang Limited in Ashburton, Devon. The evidence was handed to the MHS. The film shows animals being kicked, slapped and thrown, improperly stunned and even decapitated whilst they may still have been alive. In a formal response to Animal Aid, the MHS has said that, as well as suspension of the 3 workers, the plant operator has now installed CCTV to record the slaughtering process. And this is in line with Animal Aid's key campaign objective to see the compulsory introduction of CCTV in all Britain abattoirs and the footage obtained to be periodically reviewed by an independent panel. The MHS has also announced the evidence to support a potential prosecution of T. Lang slaughterhouse operator and slaughterers is being collated. The Soil Association, which insists that it upholds the highest welfare standards, has suspended Lang from its scheme as a result of Animal Aid's evidence. Usually these places suspend and then give them straight back.
Yeah.
But the Lang investigation, published less than 4 months after the release of 40 hours of Animal Aid's footage shot secretly at 3 mainstream non-organic abattoirs. That earlier footage showed ewes being stunned while baby lambs still suckled at their teats, as well as pigs and sheep being kicked, shoved and dragged. A slaughterman at one of the abattoirs, A.C. Hopkins in Taunton, Somerset, faces prosecution under the animal welfare legislation. Animal Aid declare at the time of publication of footage from these 3 abattoirs that it convincingly disposes of the myth of stress and pain-free humane slaughter. Given that the abattoirs in which filming took place were randomly selected, Tom Lang Limited was also randomly selected for investigation, with a view to discovering how much better animals fare in a typical Soil Association approved abattoir that produces organic meat. The new footage reveals the animals are at risk of random violence and practices that increase their pain and fear wherever the system of killing.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, Kate Fowler's head of campaign statement here, guys. The public is encouraged to believe that animals are killed in a humane, competent and considerate manner in mainstream British slaughterhouses. Animal Aid's detailed secret filming over recent months in 4 establishments presents an unprecedented record of the horrors that are the everyday norm. We see animals subjected to random violence and incompetent practices that have clearly dismayed and alarmed the official industry regulatory body. That we should see such scenes in a Soil Association approved abattoir will be especially distressing for those who expect better from such establishments. The evidence we have been accumulating points to a simple truth. The production and killing of animals for meat is an ugly, violent business, however the final product is labelled. At the very least, CCTV must be installed in all British abattoirs so that some light is shone on the process. That won't end the suffering, but it could reduce it. And when the consumer sees that, that's how it's going to end, right? When anyone with compassion sees an image like what you've got on your screen, let me see if I can just blow these images up a little bit. When anybody sees this, they don't want to be responsible, right?
Never.
These look like scenes out of a horror movie. They look like something out of... Has anyone seen the film Saw? Like, it just reminds me of, like, the film Saw. The blood. Look at this, like the tongs around their body. Like, just shocking their body. The smile on that slaughterhouse worker's face, the blood all over this guy's hands, his animals hiding in the back, kneeling down on them whilst he's shooting them.
I can't believe I live in a world like this. I believe that this world is actually hell. Because I can't, if I was to create hell, I don't feel I could, in my mind, create something worse than this.
Nah.
This is the worst.
This is another level, isn't it?
And yeah, David, this is why we do Project Livestream, to show the world the reality of what happens. So tomorrow we have got incredible activists around the world who are going to slaughterhouses outside these hellholes to simply film the animals going in. Because when good people see the animals and they understand the reality, we have seen so much change happen. Subscribe to David as well. He's going to be out there tomorrow. He's an ex-slaughterhouse inspector, so go and check out his channel. Jenny McQueen's in as well. She'll also be out there as well, live streaming for the animals. Go and subscribe to their channels. Jason, I know you're always supporting. Martin, Kevin, Marcos.
So many
every single one of you. I'm sorry if I missed any names. Every single one of you. Thank you so much.
Guys, today's live stream, what we wanted to do is we wanted to show you this new interactive map that Animal Aid have just gone live, and Alex has been working on this. He's done an absolute incredible job. Now, this is just the start of this map, right? So as investigations come out, as these places are exposed, and we're able to get cameras in there and show the world the injustice, more and more and more places are going to be added to it. Now, if you want to find this map, you go to animalaid.org.uk and you'll get the landing page, which I've got on the screen right now. Now, you're going to go to campaigns in that top section there and click on our investigations. Each one of these investigations you can see one at a time. You know, they've got them all in there. Or you've got the map of Animal Aid's investigations on the screen right here. You click into that map and this map becomes an interactive map. Now, it's UK based at the moment. But, you know, I think that we could make this a worldwide thing. Surely we could work together, right, to make this
it would be amazing
worldwide.
that if any investigation that ever happens can be planted on a worldwide map so that anyone can go to that location. And if you push on the icon, it comes up with the investigations happened at this facility, the date and video footage, pictures and statements of the press that you can then use as more pressure when you go to these locations. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Now, the sick thing with this is this gives you like background information, right? So now you can go onto this map and you can be like, you know what? Let's say, for example, I live in Manchester, right? So I live in Manchester, which is on the screen right now. I've got 3 slaughterhouses here that have been investigated by Animal Aid, and they're not too far away. I click on them. You're going to see just a little bit on the side of the screen here because you can't see the full screen. But I can see like, okay, Riley Brothers there, or I can click on this one here. That's Bramwell and Son there, or I can click on this one here. And that's Cheshire Halal Slaughterhouse. Now I can click on the link. Now just to the side here, you got a link. And I can go to that investigation that we've gone through today. And I can read up and I can research the hell out of that investigation that Animal Aid have done. Now, I can now go to that location with my phone. I can hit live stream and I can apply pressure. I want to know your response. I've seen this Animal Aid investigation that was conducted here back in 2018, 19, 2009, whenever it was done. I want to know what's happened since then. I want to know why you're still killing animals now. I want to know what's going on. Why are you doing this? Let me come in. Let me come and film. Go there with a little bit of knowledge. And I tell you what, from our experience, turning up to a location with a little bit of background knowledge intensifies the pressure. The security guards on the gate, the slaughterhouse workers who are there are like, hold on, these people are turning up with cameras, live streaming to the world, and they're exposing that investigation. It's being brought back up like, oh my gosh, did we change anything? Well, how do they know this stuff? You know, when we're armed with the realities and the information, we could be a lot more effective as an activist.
You have the upper hand. You can force that pressure. Also, it's really cool. It's got the address. And I've just seen it's got reviews. You can click on the review and give them a review as well. About what you thought of the footage. And this is really cool. Like you said, Jenny, wouldn't it be epic? This could get worldwide. It would be absolutely amazing.
Jenny used to go down and do Animal Aid stuff.
Yeah, I just saw back in the 90s.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. It would be so good to use. And also, you could also write updates on, like, when you go to a slaughterhouse, like you guys at where you go, how violent the security are and what they try and do and say, and certain things that have happened at locations. So you have all the information in one place that activists can get information from and put onto the industry, and also contact local media and press as well. Okay, so
Cool.
we're going to finish with showing you this video of a location that has had major breaches.
Yeah, this is the one that we filmed when we did a live stream recently. We're going to watch it together, and if you guys want to comment on it or put any comments on it or ask any questions about it, let's get them in there. This is only about a 13 or 14 minute video, so we wanted to watch it with you guys. If I press this and this, yeah, that works. Oops. Okay, I'll see what I've done, guys. Don't worry. I've got to turn the volume on. I was getting so cocky that I'd done everything right all the way through that live stream then.
Don't forget like and subscribe and put some hearts in the comments for the animals.
So for anyone who's watching this live stream for the first time, we are outside, or we're going to be outside of a slaughterhouse in the UK. We're here today to bring light to what happens to the animals, the injustice that they face for optional products like cow's milk, cow's cheese. Our objective today is to show you the reality and the truth that the industry won't tell you.
Please share, like David said, tell all your friends. Let's get eyes on the animals today. They deserve to be seen. They need to be seen. When people see the animals, all they need to see is their little face before they go into this absolute hellhole, and it changes people. It really, really does. It's so cold, but this is the time. Activists need to be out here even more, because it puts even more pressure on these disgusting places, because it means the security have to be outside as well. Just keep an eye behind.
Yeah, I've got eyes on in case.
Right. All right, cool.
We're just descending on it at the front now, guys. We're going to set up here, then we can see, and then we're on the inside as they come round.
Element of surprise, guys, at slaughterhouses is a tool that we should be utilising as activists. If you can, drop the element of surprise. You always come across, I won't say you always will, a lot of the time you'll come across something that they won't want the public to see. Mm-hmm. Just turn up, rock up. If there's a position where you can hold up and observe the gate and see when a truck comes, hold that position. When the truck comes, then get in there, get your camera going, get your phone out and film, because they'll stall. They won't be ready for it. They'll not expect that pressure. So that's a little tactic you can use. And to answer Voldemort's Turban's question, hey, I've got a question from earlier. Are you two part of AV? If so, how come you're not so anonymous? No, we're not part of AV. And we want to not be anonymous because the industry needs to know.
Yeah, we're own activists, so we do whatever we can.
Yeah. All right, let's carry on, guys.
How is this? Turn that brightness up a little bit, we can see a bit more.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Oh, morning from Northeast. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
I'm just moving this out a little bit. Yeah. I was thinking we couldn't smell anything, and then all of a sudden, you're like, ah.
In the night time, you can see now the lights of the lairage, they're all the same.
Yeah.
In these places, they've got these like long lights in the lairage area.
Yeah.
It's where they unload the animals. And the animals have to wait in this lairage area before the kill floor. And actually at this particular place, there has been some major FSA breaches, major animal welfare breaches. Not that animal welfare is even a thing, but the FSA have reported on it. Mistreatment of handling the animals, not stunning them correctly.
Wasn't there 5 non-compliances, I think? Someone's put here, Tracy, I own pet dogs and cats. Why would I feed them any type of plant-based diet for absolutely no good reason? Well, there's plenty of good reasons why you should. First good reason is, how do you morally justify stabbing and killing one animal to death to feed another animal? Would you feed cats and dogs?
You can hear the cows.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Whilst the lights on, I think it might be interesting to show everyone.
Yeah, go for it. Do whatever you need to do.
I'm just going to show you guys, just because I think it's important that you see what this disgusting place actually looks like above. This is what slaughterhouse looks like, guys. Now there's cows already crying in this place. Already crying out, we just heard them. Yeah, disgraceful, isn't it? Absolutely disgraceful. It's a disgusting place. And they're being propped up by people, good people paying for violence. They don't know what happens behind here. They don't know animals being stabbed every single day behind these gates of hell. And then they're making you pay for it.
Quite common for dairy cows to go onto a kill floor of a slaughterhouse whilst they have babies in their tummies because they weigh more. Did you know that? Did you know that in the dairy industry, whether their baby is born male or female, they're taken away from their mum? Did you know that they remove them because the milk that would be intended for her baby is going to be used as a commodity, as a product to be put into yogurts, cheese, chocolate bars, sold to go in teas and coffees? That's breast milk that was intended for her baby, stolen and taken from her.
The animals will be coming here today. You will see the animals today.
Yeah, autistic Pokemon, that's not breastfeeding. If you're drinking the breast milk from a mother cow that was intended for her baby, then you're breastfeeding from her. You're breastfeeding from a different species. How weird is that? Not only is it a huge injustice, a huge exploitative industry built off of the back of being unethical and immoral, you're breastfeeding from a different species. By the way, I want to take this moment to just say, we are not here judging, pointing fingers and saying that non-vegans are bad people. You're a bad person if you're not vegan. You just don't know the information that we know, because when you do and you're a good person, you change.
Someone put, I don't think we kill dogs in the UK. Well, yes, they do actually. Right now, there are activists who are potentially going to prison for 10 years for saving the beagle puppies from MBR in Cambridge in the UK, where they breed 2,000 beagle puppies every single year for toxicity testing. Now, amazing, brave activists from Animal Rising are currently facing court. They're in court today. They have been the last 3 days. And they are facing a jury.
This is the first open rescue trial ever in the UK. It's a historic event, a huge moment for the animal movement to draw more attention to animal testing.
The upcoming December 1st, 2025 United Kingdom Beagle Rescue Trial.
We did this openly and accountably, and we wanted it to go to trial to raise awareness about what's happening to beagles in animal testing labs still in the UK.
They're going to have to convince 12 random members of the public that saving puppies is a crime.
18 people took out 18 beagles.
They choose beagles because beagles are very docile. Join us December 1st Pacific time. It's going to be nighttime in England, and we're going to find out what happens day one of the Beagle Rescue Trial.
It's going to be a jury trial.
My name is Scott Harrison.
Just listen.
This is my wife.
Yesterday there was a bill passed. So they could be facing up to 10 years in prison. Got people walking their dogs right now. Yeah, they're holding their noses, they're going past their doggies. Yeah, the cameras have spotted us now. Cameras will all turn around up here. People never see a slaughterhouse. This is what a slaughterhouse looks like. Look, people are just walking around here. There's Quick Fit over there. You've got these spiked fences here. Then you've got this big gate. Then up here, you've got the camera. You've got the camera there, CCTV. If they were so proud of what they did, why aren't they inviting us in?
Imagine if you were in the victim's position, you were oppressed, you were commodified, your liberty had been taken and your life was going to be taken. And the person directly responsible for that said, I just don't want to see it, but I'm going to carry on doing it, but please don't highlight the fact that I'm personally responsible for this injustice. So please look at it from their point of view. They're the victims here.
Wow, Heidi, I worked in a chicken hatchery and I was super traumatized by the standard practice. What? Did you work where they used to blend the male chicks up? Or was it broiler hens where they hatched them and then sent them off to the barns?
Lucin Grove 127, sorry I can't see too much. Stop all the halal foods in the UK. Why just the halal? It's easy for us to say halal, right? Because you're not, I guess, you're not Muslim. So it's easy for you to say, they're the bad guys. The halal people are the bad guys. They're the ones that are doing all that immoral and unethical things. It's easy because you're not part of it. But the reality is the difference between a halal slaughter and the slaughter that happens inside the building behind me here is that they say a prayer before they stab the animals to death. There's your difference. The injustice for the individual is still the same. They're still having their life taken.
People need to change their mindset. People think veganism is a diet. It is not. It's a mindset shift. And Heidi used to work at a chicken hatchery.
Yeah.
Now, Heidi just said I was trained on my first week to shove baby chicks into the egg crusher. I cried all day. Hatcheries are an industry that is still very hidden. People don't believe hatcheries exist. People don't believe that in the egg industry, male chicks are literally classed as a waste product. They are blended up alive. Organic, free range, wherever you get eggs from, that is what happens in a hatchery. Oh Heidi, you're not vegan. I thought you were vegan, Heidi ho. You speak like you are vegan.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I would presume maybe it's because you don't know about the other industries, and I like want to express that that's not your fault that you don't know. Please watch Dominion. The link is in our description. Yeah. Because anytime you pay for animal products, animals are exploited.
Yeah, picked up on the smell, and look at the fear.
So light in the darkness, just put the trouble you have is that it's a big business. It is. And that's why it's urgent that people like yourself take accountability and act now. Because these businesses will fall. The dairy industry is on its knees. The pig industry is on its knees. And we need to make sure that they collapse. But it takes every individual to hold themselves accountable and to remove themselves like yourself. So thank you for being on this live stream today. And I really hope that you do go vegan from now.
God bless. Wow.
Oh,
describe what's going on to the viewers.
There is a doggy right now who doesn't want to cross, looked at the slaughterhouse, sniffed, and then was backing up.
She knows it's a place of evil.
Wow.
She knows it's a place of evil, and this is our exact point. That when cows are being brought here, or when they come like within like 5 miles of this place, they can smell. They know. Screen record, guys. Here's some animals coming in here to die.
These are the victims.
Watch the back of that truck. Watch the back. Watch the back. Watch the back. Watch the back.
Look at the state of them individuals. They're dairy cows, by the way, everyone watching.
How can you stab
Oh, sorry guys.
someone in the throat nicely for something you don't need, for a sandwich you don't need, for breast milk intended for a baby cow? This is why we are vegan for them. Beautiful animals on here. There's nothing wrong, treated like the worst criminals, treated worse than the worst criminals. They're treated worse than paedophiles, they're treated worse than child traffickers. These innocent, beautiful babies.
The trucks come in, all right, so whether it's the farmer directly bringing the animals in or whether it's like a haulage company that's coming in, the animals will come in and they'll go through this gate here today. Once they go through this gate, they go into what's called a layerage. So it's like a big holding pen. From that layerage, they'll get taken onto the kill floor. So typically in a cow slaughterhouse, what might happen is that they'll go down, they'll funnel down into a single file line until they're nose to tail. They then go into what's called a knock box. So imagine a square, like a metal square, which is only big enough for one cow to go in. The front of it slides up, the cows are forced forwards, and once the cows walk forward, that sliding door slides down behind her. Once they're in that knock box, that is it, there's no going back.
So now they've been loaded off. This van will now back up and be washed. It's horrific. If you are not vegan, you're paying for this. We used to pay for this as well before we didn't know, because we had the same lies put upon us from children. We had the same propaganda put upon us from a child. I'm not a baby cow, you're not a baby cow. The only one who should be drinking cow's milk are the baby cows. I have a truck, small holding truck here.
Sorry, just quickly give a Mel here.
This is the reality. This is what you're paying for.
All for an optional product, not needed. This violence can all be avoided.
See how this is a small holding truck going next to it. So when people say small, local, free range, lies, lies.
If you want to make a full-time income from home working part-time, you need to know this one concept.
They are mugging you off to your face.
I think Heidi may have just connected and gone vegan. If you have, Heidi, please put in the chat, Heidi, that you have.
Like, this is why we do these lives, guys. For people like that who just haven't seen the reality. Yes, you may have worked in one part of the industry. As of today, well, put in the chat that you're vegan from today.
Yeah, let's say I'm vegan from
show
today.
Everyone else.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Well done,
Well done, Heidi.
See, when good people see the reality, they change. They change.
Yes, Heidi vegan today. Amazing. This is what happens when someone with compassion, with someone with empathy, and someone with the ability to critically think outside the box sees the injustice. Here's what we're saying. Understands that we're not judging. We're just trying to defend the animal.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I'm sorry, baby.
The dog, that person had a dog in the front of his car. He had a dog in the front of the car. Here's where the speciesism comes in, though, right? Those cows won't come back out, but that dog will. It's urgent. People need to take this seriously. It is the most urgent issue of our time.
Here you go, look, this is the only way these trucks leave empty.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Dog in the front, man. Dog in the front.
There's no difference between the dog you love and those cows you just sent to be murdered.
There's an option to avoid being responsible for this. It's just be vegan. It's the least we can do. People aspire to be vegan.
How dare you! How dare you take animals in there! Please change for them. Please. I will literally beg you to change for them. The animals didn't do anything to deserve this. It's not your fault you don't know. But now you do know, so what are you going to do? Are you going to continue living violently? Or are you going to live vegan from today like Heidi has done today? It's your choice. It's your choice. Their lives are in your hands. And I hope that you'll choose what's right for them.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. So, guys, tomorrow morning is Project Livestream 8. And we will be running from 7 a.m. UK time all the way through. And then our friends across the water in Canada and USA will be taking over from us in the afternoon.
And Taiwan.
And Taiwan, yeah, they're going to be running it that side. So it's going to be a big event. Please make sure you're subscribed to everybody and you have the bell notifications on.
Jake will be there tomorrow.
Jake's in
well.
there, Jenny's in there, David's in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, if you're not at a location, please have the bell notifications on. So when the live streams go live, you can jump in, hit the like, drop 4 or 5 comments, watch for a little bit, interact in that live stream. When a live stream goes live, the first 10 to 15 minutes is going to be the most vital for pushing the live stream as far as possible. If the algorithm picks up on it and it likes it, then it pushes it to more people. Now, when we're at these live streaming events, we are there to show the world the injustice that the animals face. So let's work as a unit, let's work as a team, and let's get these live streams full so the world can see the animals. For us right now, we're comfortable, we're all right, we're safe. But for the individuals who will be filmed tomorrow, right now this is their last afternoon, their last morning, their last evening. Could even be their last meal, their last sleep, their last moment with their friends, their last moment with their mom, their dad, their family. For them, this is their lasts. We must highlight this. We must show the world this. For them, tomorrow they face death. And it is incomprehensible. We've got to make it stop. So please, let's be there to defend them together, and let's push these live streams as far as we can.
It's not just death, it's outright murder, isn't it? Someone said they don't get notifications. Don't worry, we're going to be live from 7 a.m. UK time. So you can just set an alarm or know that's kind of the time. And then we're going to be posting a link which will have everyone's live on the screen in live time. So when we finish and then the American or Canadians or whoever else is going live, it will pop up on this like app that has been created specifically for this.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, our dogs are just playing in the background.
Light in the Darkness. Did you?
Bye. 1 second.
Did Light in the Darkness go vegan? Did you put that in the chat at all today? Light in the Darkness, where are you at? Where are you at after today's stream? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, light in the darkness. Will you be the light in the darkness for the animals? I won't be up at 2 a.m. No worries, it's going on all day.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there'll be a point that you can catch up. Also, project live streams are now being left up on this channel. This is where it's going to be. So if you miss it, you can rewatch, and you might your timing might coincide with somebody else who will be there as well.
Light in the Darkness says, I am on board. Light in the Darkness,
Awesome.
I only hope that you are. Really hope that you are. Just remember that you can't be on board with agreeing what we're saying at the same time as still paying for that exploitation. There's no grey areas with this, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You are either on board and you no longer are personally responsible for animals to go into slaughterhouses, or it's lip service. I hope that you align your actions and your ethics and your morals. Please, Light in the Darkness, be there ready tomorrow to see everybody doing all that we can for the animals outside these slaughterhouses.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who's been in this live stream. It's been a difficult one. It's been some heavy stuff in here. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah.
If you are feeling upset or hurt from today's live stream, then turn that into fire. Turn that into action. Let's move forward stronger than ever for the animals. And let's remember them when we feel uncomfortable. Let's remember them when we feel nervous, when we feel scared. Remember, we're doing it for them, and you're going to get a strength you've never ever thought you had inside you.
Yeah, and Jake is going live 8 a.m. EST. Amazing.
Cool.
Thank you, Jake. Go and subscribe to him as well.
Cool.
Very powerful live streams. And thank you to everyone who's been part of this today. Thank you to any vegans, non-vegans, anyone who's been open-minded, potentially has changed from today. Message us if you have any questions. If you want to get involved in Project Livestream, that would be incredible. The animals really desperately need you to help them. So thank you guys so much for being on this stream, and we will see you early tomorrow outside the gates